You play very defensively all the way back on the B side where you wait for people to get up banana. So there's this kind of element of you choosing what you want to do on this map. And I think that goes a long way with teams who rely a lot on individual skill.
So you would say that it's not one of the... It doesn't play out in the way of where you more have to adapt to the angling of the map per se on the defense, so that you can actually... You have a little bit more space to take initiative, essentially, is what you're saying.
Yeah, if you want to.
We did see that, by the way, just very quick one-tap from Slow-In. They are going to start on CT again, SkitLite that is, guys. So,
and now you can see just what we were talking about. They decided to go for that backup. They decided to play for that defense rather than continuing that push. So I think... It's a very versatile map for the CTs.
Okay, we'll see now. As you say that, Walty, they've actually rotated over in towards CT spawn. Grenade touches down and does a ton of damage, spraying through the smoke there. P2000 getting reloaded now as they're going to move up, close the gap. Feeney finds another quick headshot onto Pock, knocking him down, making that a 3 versus 5. Heavily favoring the CTs in terms of the numbers game, but as they all collapse onto this site now, it's about holding down the defense. Kiparis is going to open things up there. Replying in tandem, second Stovey as well. One gets traded out, but now all of a sudden, from a 5 versus 3, it's a 2 versus 2. Czech has only got 14 HP to work with, however. That's not very impressive. Oh my god, the smoke comes down.
Do they do this? Go for the knife. Go for the straight knife.
He's holding it, and yeah, there it is. Stabs him in the back. And they take the round. Bomb plant, knife kill. He's got $5,400 to work with now, right off the back of that pistol round, with the 3 kills.
I'd say the knife kill is always worth it on the pistol round.
Yeah, if you can, go for it. Yeah, 100% agree. Gives you such a huge economical boost, or like economic boost.
And it gives you the bigger the blade, the bigger income. Also, Bowie knife, obviously, right there.
Is it about the length? Is it the length of the blade or the width of it?
Both.
Both.
Area. Slow end, anyways, with a flashbang coming up over towards long, or archway, if you will. Repositioning with that scout, going there for the second shot, getting Kiparis eventually.
Oh.
Readjusting to something that was not happening.
Yeah, there was no one coming over from short like that, so big mistake right there. 2 versus 3 now. They have managed to pick off 2 players from GoSu, but the bomb has gone down. And once more, they find themselves in these precarious situations where recovery is just nigh impossible. They've only got P250s to work with. Secured a couple of grenades. There's even body armor on Tofi. I think at this stage, just fall back. Again, very unfortunate start for them.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing the CT side on Inferno, and they're...
You know, Volty, I think that with that scout Sloan, he had such an opportunity to start doing some real damage, you know? And then it just... He throws a really good flashbang, which slows down everyone coming around from the library side. And then he just turns to short for some apparent reason that makes no sense for me.
It doesn't matter, because if he still was in that position to try and outduel them, I think he would have gone down.
Yeah, but I think there was still room to maybe take one with him, you know? So that's a 3v3, and then as there's a man in pit, and another guy comes in from arch. Maybe that could have bought enough time here. Now we'll never know.
No, we could go on theory crafting all day.
Yeah.
But SkitLite, anyways, they do lose that round. That scout wasn't holding for the amount of time we were expecting it to. And here you have Tofi. What is going on? 2 kills just like that. Luckily, they have Pock and Jammy to rely on in terms of fragging power, that's for sure. But Tunk is in a 1-on-2, and Jammy down to 23 HP. That's a simple frag for him to take out.
Okay. That P250 now all of a sudden represents a lot more of a threat, simply because of the only 2 players left standing here. Now, obviously, if he tags down Yami first...
That's a 1v1, and that's a nightmare they don't even want to think about right now. He's a living bait, though, for the team. And I like that kind of priority that he has going into it. But
oh, he gets spotted out, but he takes down Yami. 1 versus 1. This is what we were talking about. Molly's out to cover the right side, but he's still very exposed to the left. Pock is just going to hold that angle, lock it down.
There's no in-game sound. Is there for you?
Very low. It's on and off. It keeps sort of disappearing and coming back.
But we had it.
It's good enough, man.
Yeah, you know, worst case scenario, we'll just make our own noises. Yeah,
own sound effects. Ooh, of the nades.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense.
I love the like kind of, I don't know, the mechanical sound of reloading and stuff. I love it.
There's definitely something to it. So I don't know like where it comes from really, but this affinity for you know, like machinery and like technology. There's just something that has always been with me as a kid, like the clunking of metal hitting metal, and there's something gritty and like powerful about it, right? And I think that's the same thing that you're experiencing with that. Am I right?
Eargasm.
Yeah, yeah. You know, there are just certain things that you just like, oh, love it.
Or like scents or smells. It's the same for me.
Same thing. Yeah,
I love oil.
Dude, I was just about to say that.
Or gas. Gas is so good.
Like the
when
smell
cars
of
drive by,
the smell
like
of gasoline. Dude, yeah, it's like anything that like has the smell of just like mechanical.
Yeah,
yeah, it's so good.
Why though? Because it is disgusting,
yeah,
right?
Like, it really is, but I don't know why. Like, what's the thing?
Same goes for new Pokemon cards. When you open a new brand new pack of Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh cards,
something like the smell of something new, like sitting in a new car.
Oh,
new clothes.
Yeah, you're making me.
I'm sure that is something definitely down your alley.
I'm gassing out. Hawk, anyways, making me gas out with another frag. Tofi will be going down together with Feeny at the same time. Zek delivering on Miska, but Slowing comes in at the right time for SkitLite to do something a bit odd, actually. Go for that quick offense. I was about to say decides to go towards the CT side of the map instead. Hawk here on the B side.
Christ, getting close out.
Great anti-rotate, though. You really got to give that one to him.
Oh,
the fact that he stays on that B side.
And he's aware that he can get pushed out from CT.
How did he get that?
Well, Slowing actually managed to get past those flames uncontested. Huh. So he gets the kill, but again, Jammy is coming in from the back. He's got this AWP. Zek gets spotted out and killed, so 1 versus 1. He's going to jump up there. I don't think that was a wall bang. Shoulder peeks out, but we'll be able to hold on to this AWP unless Jammy actually steps into it, and he will, so does get punished there for his over-aggression, but nonetheless, 4th round on the board again here, guys, for GoSu. Similar to what we saw there on map number 1, Mirage.
I really underrate skins in this game, I think, and I see these players with a lot of them.
Yeah.
Thug Life stickers and what's so not.
It's like all of these things are so down your alley. So it just really surprised me when you told me the very first time that we were working together that you're just like, I don't really care about skins.
No, I don't care about skins, but maybe I should.
Maybe you should. I mean, you're like a fashionable dude. Skins are like the fashion
no,
of CS.
Stop it. Slowing, anyways, goes in for 1 before falling down to 12 HP, forced to back off, kind of. Zek with Miska on the other side of the map at the same time, 4 HP remaining on him. Feeny holding this off with a Deagle. SkitLite so far, maybe not doing the greatest amount of damage, but with this Deagle, Feeny has a dream to achieve. Stavi,
dude, he actually tanked up so many players here.
Oh. And Zek has 4 HP. He shouldn't be able to win this.
Yeah, the bomb is down on the site as well. He's holding this angle, but...
What? It doesn't look like Zek is giving up anyways.
No. He's going to go down fighting, man. See now, he's trapped up here on the balcony. I think he spotted the man coming through in towards Boiler. He's going to be able to recover the bomb at least. There's no one actually pushing him over from Library, so he's going to commit to this and the bomb will go down.
Flashbangs are going to be coming through. I mean, that cash injection is there from the bomb at least, so Tunkus taking him out. And they win the round. Kind of expected by the end of it.
Yeah. No, dude, Feeny on the site with that Desert Eagle gets a headshot, tags down 2 members to like 10-15 HP, knocks down the other one to half HP. That's actually a ton of damage if you think about it. He probably did like 250-300 damage right there with that Desert Eagle. That's definitely a lot more than, you know, what you'd expect from someone just completely unarmored like that, playing at such a close angle versus automatic rifles.
Well, now comes the risk round for SkitLite. Obviously, with the reset after this, they might be down to maybe not the best economical situation. I couldn't see what they had at the end of that, but it shouldn't be good.
No, like 3 players at 3,500, 2 of them at like below 1,000. So it's going to be one of those rounds where they force buy up into double ecos again. should they end up in that situation. Now, they're up against full pistols. The grenades have done a ton of damage. What Tofi? Jumping headshot.
Aight.
Don't let this happen, guys. Tunkus is mollied out, so he can't actually go in for the hard peek. Bring this AWP to bear, and they've secured a rifle as well on Kipara's. Gonna throw that over to Stubby, who has the body armor and more HP. Makes a lot of sense. As they are collapsing onto the site right now.
Luckily, that Molotov isn't going to do a whole lot. AK-47 by Stabby, delivering at least one kill. Slowen will be falling down, but at the same time, Feeney will be retaliating, not only with one, but two, as Tunkus comes in from another angle with that Eagle and saves the day. 2-4 now, and SkitLite are about to come back into it.
Very important round for them.
3 kills by Feeney right there as well. Maybe he's the key player they need on that B side.
Stepping up a little bit right there, that's for sure. Slow.
And in the earlier round as well, where he dealt that damage.
Yeah. I think stayed a little bit quiet there on Mirage, but nonetheless, good thing that they managed to tie together these 2 rounds now. I think can just keep this momentum going. A little bit of a bank built here on Tunkus as well, the man playing the AWP once more. He was also someone who didn't really have too much of an impact on map number 1, even though he was armed with the AWP. So hopefully this is going to be his round. Now Shek steps in and knocks down Feeney, but he is going to find himself traded out there as Miska turns in for the reply. But this leaves us with 4 versus 4. And it makes it a little bit harder here to hold the A site. Oh, so quick there. Stubby just steps in and executes Slowen, who was not ready for that hard peek to come through. And with the last man left on the A site defense, he's backed off into the pit itself. So Yami might actually come down here and not be ready for this. He's going to get taken out, but again, he just walks into Stubby's point of aim and goes down like a sack of potatoes. And now with that, the bomb going down. 1 man left.
Tunkus has that up as well. He shouldn't really contest at all. No, he realizes.
It's time to go back home.
Finland.
Ouch, but
yeah.
he's not safe there, man, because these guys are also Finns.
Yeah. You're never safe in Finland. Bears and I don't know what.
Bears.
Hunting. Bears.
Other Finns.
I don't know, other Finns.
The Russians.
Oh, yeah. God, that's a hard one. And then you have, I don't know, Euros. They don't have their own currency. That's a...
Euro's not a bad currency. What are you on about? It's fine. It's
no,
it's
like good. It's better than ours. So.
It is better than ours. We are the ones who should be like worried about our economy going down the drain. Okay, maybe not.
Should we?
Nah. I'm pulling your leg, man. Don't worry. SkitLite though. The
thing is, because Tenshi knows so much, you always expect when he says those kind of things, you're like, does this guy actually have a point now? Should I be worried? Should I maybe? Should I maybe put my money somewhere else? Is this currency worth investing into?
We've opened a new offshore bank account in Panama.
A
Cuban offshore bank account.
Cuban offshore bank account. Anyways, 5-2, and we're looking at a weapon with some bugged stickers here by Miska on upper banana. Just gonna be waiting. Flashbangs are coming through, but not that much action by GoSu. I like their the passiveness from them. Maybe it's maybe a bit too passive, but then at the same time, I think it puts them in a position where they feel safe going into these duels.
Whoa.
But okay, Miska,
you know, he jumps up there and is like, oh, hey, hello, like Jack in the Box.
But, you know, he got popped.
He did get popped.
And a skrrr, and a tick tick tuk tuk boom.
Just like that. And now stepping forward here, they have shifted their attention over towards the A site itself. But Tunkus actually manages to pick up a kill. He's still holding in pit, flashed out though, so he can't respond. But Feeney is holding another angle. Kifaris is going to one-tap Tunkus in the head, gets himself a second kill before he gets traded out to Stubby. Comes in from the back. He really showed what he could do there on Mirage. Now he does have control of the bomb. The last 2 CTs rotating in now from the bottom of Banana. They were not in position.
He didn't hear him. Or did he?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
It looks like he has an idea that they're not going to be coming out from apartments at least.
Yeah.
Or now that I say that.
Yeah, okay. Well, he's still holding a very good angle, and he hears the man jump up onto the site itself. Oh, God. The fact that they're both stacked up there in the same position is actually quite poor in terms of how they execute the retake, because it gives away the, you know, both players' positions.
If Stava just got the second headshot right there.
Yeah, like a spray, anything like that. Like, I definitely, even though it's a win, which is like, yeah, good on you guys, but the fact that
it boils down too far.
It's such a messy, it's a sloppy victory, I want to call it. Because it was, it's just such a risky play.
Definitely not 3 stars on
Yelp.
Yelp.
I don't know what kind of. So you should make like an app so you can rate your. Dude, man, what you should be able to do in this game is like that Valve implements a feature where you can rate your teammates every round with 1 to 5 stars. And if I was on that team, I would rate them like 2 stars at best on the retake for that
3
one.
3 being maximum?
5 being the max.
5.
Yeah, 1 to 5, no 1. Who does 1 to 3, Volty? What the hell?
I can name a lot of apps, but
well, they're terrible apps, Volty.
Yeah, probably.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I'm always so hard on you.
You are. Anyways, Tunkus gonna be going up towards Archway with that off. They're facing these AK-47. I mean, this is GoSu's last chance with the heavier weapons. I think they're gonna be down to battling their money.
It's like gonna be a basic round coming up after this one if they don't take it now. Pistols and maybe just even an eco coming on through. 4 versus 5 still. SkitLite has lost a little bit of HP, so this of course means that they'll do a little bit quicker if you can connect those shots. Most of the time it's just all about the headshots anyway, but we'll see now. Ooh, Tunkis. Now he knows that someone has made his way over in towards CT. It's all about if he decides to cross over. They're both holding, you see, trying to anticipate whoever's going to step forward first, but this is a game of patience and wits, and it looks as if Tunkus is going to be the man to forfeit in this one. Coming through, he says, haha, it's a bait! And he knocks him down, actually. That's a good ruse! 100% bamboozled.
Anyways, Richiga, or Jammy, comes in, with Tunkus going down, Miska turning around at the right time, though. 12 seconds on the clock, and you're forcing yourself in there right now. Old Navi hijacking the computers of this team, but as I say that, though, 5 seconds and potential of that plant going down. Kill comes in as well. Did that just happen? GoSu stalled it with a 3K. All right. Well, I'd say I'd go for a pause. Right at
There it is. Bam. Right there.
Yeah.
And that comes out of SkitLite, of course. That makes a lot of sense. Now, they are economically reset guys. You can see it right there. They don't have a lot of money in them.
I couldn't even see myself.
Yeah, why?
I couldn't even see this game.
Can we just take a moment here, Volty? What happened in that round, man? Because they had
12 seconds as they ran up from short.
And there were 4 men left.
2 versus 4 in 12 seconds. Yeah, not even plus a second because they didn't even get the bomb down before the round was over.
They just killed them.
That was basically a panic attack by SkitLite. No, actually, SkitLite would have won because you could see that 4th second ticking by as they were trying to go for the bomb plant. And they were in position to go for a bomb plant either. So SkitLite could have won that round by playing passively.
Just like waiting it out, I guess. Oh, that's definitely a travesty on their end.
Well,
I don't know, man.
hopefully that Sisu spirit is still there, but I'd be very demotivated.
Between the two teams, GoSu obviously was superior Sisu. Right here. I mean, it's what SkitLite needs, right? Obviously, there's going to be a bunch of Finns in chat and you're like, oh my god, these guys know nothing.
Yeah, maybe.
It's, like I said, I've been trying to find a good way to like define it. I've said like tenacity, not surrendering in the odds of over.
You know,
like, honestly,
odds. if people really complain about it, like,
no, I want to get it right. You know, like I want to be able to actually explain it in a good way.
All right.
I want to be able to define it, man.
No, but we know. We know there is a thing called Sisu. We know it's a bit of a fighting spirit. Do we need to know more? Do we need to understand it even further?
I think so. No, I think so. Listen, man. Like, whenever you're down and out in life, all you need to think is, like, I just have a little bit of Sisu in my heart.
God.
And then I can pull through, overcome any obstacles in life. Why do you think the Finns...
But you're not Finnish, so you don't have that Sisu,
No,
obviously.
listen, we all have it. But, like, everyone has it in them.
Oh, okay. So is it religious?
No, it's not a religious thing. It's like a cultural thing. But the thing is, like, everyone has it in them. But it's about, like, unlocking that and being aware that you have it in you so that you can overcome any of those odds.
I'm sorry, dear viewers. We might sound like the most retarded people out there right now.
Whoa.
At least Tenchi, I'm pretty sure. But
wow.
But no, explaining something we know nothing about. It is hard. We're taking on the challenge. That's for sure.
Yeah, but exactly. And you know what? We need to overcome that challenge. Sisu.
Yeah.
I said it, boys. There it is. Let's see now. Anyway, there's going to be a little bit of a duel going on in apartments. Yami is going to find the first kill, and again, you can see they relinquish control of the middle of the map.
Feeney with that deagle. I'd watch the heck out if I saw him even getting one frag right here. But he goes down fairly quick for them. Kipper is with the headshot. You've got Stavi delivering almost 2K. Miska coming in with the UMP just at the right time. Smoke in his hands as well, together with a kit. I'd say go for the save, but decides to deal some extra damage, pick up an AK-47, and now rather go for the save where he has Jammy in his back to take him out. 7-3. That pause didn't do much in that round, but they also were playing with low-budget weapons, so you need to take that in consideration, right?
Yeah, but the score is still 7-3, and the fact that once more they got to start on CT lots of the time, even though we have seen some very convincing T sides in this tournament, by the way, let me just move my microphone down, it keeps like gliding up over my face. Most of the time, teams who win the knife round decide to go for CT, right? So obviously there's a little bit of a bias. Teams are like, yeah, we want to play on the defense. But it hasn't been working out. Molotov is in the back there, so they can't back out of that engagement. That's an absolute massacre.
Sek couldn't see a single thing.
Yeah.
He still got that kill.
He was just spraying, man. That was a little bit nutty. Miska is now the last man left. He's got a CZ in hand. Automatic version. Do you really have that?
The mini SMG.
Go!
This and the Tech 9 should be considered SMGs, in my opinion. But you said something else, PMGs, right?
Machine pistols. Machine pistols.
Yeah, machine pistols.
MPs.
MPs.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why it's called the MP9, Mini Pistol 9?
That's actually German. MP. Maschine Pistole. MP9. Maschine Pistole, like MP5.
So
MP7.
it is a machine pistol.
Yeah. The German definition for submachine gun is Maschine Pistole.
Ah.
Little bit of trivia for you there.
Yeah, I guess so. That makes me
You'll always
a bit right in what I'm saying.
Yeah, it does. Like, you're not wrong. That's the thing. Like, it's.
Oh no!
Oh my!
He got locked off by the Molotov as if that wasn't enough. Bullets were flying not only through the windows but the walls. Everything just went chaos. Pak going down at the same time, slow in.
Wow.
Luckily comes in with a bit of a retaliation frag on the other side of the map. But is it gonna be enough?
Dude, that was like that was like taken after Saving
yeah.
Private Ryan. That was brutal. Good little spot of the man at the bottom of the baton. The grenade is going to come down, not knock him down. However, Shaq will fall on the side. Now Stovey is the last man left.
I think that's the only movie I can't watch, actually. Saving Private Ryan.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's so like the beginning of it is so.
It's too much.
Panic.
You actually feel like.
Yeah, literally. Like, no, but you could feel them.
That makes me happy to hear, actually, because that means that you can like appreciate, you know, the meaning behind.
Yeah.
The film.
Yeah, obviously, but it's like I'm gonna be honest. It's a really good movie because I hate the beginning. I think
because it makes such a lasting impression. Yeah, I think I like that actually.
But it's like you have those evil people in some movies, or like that really are that evil that you really hate them.
You mean that it's really like it's very clear cut?
Yeah.
Like for this one, SkitLite and GoSu, who is good and who is evil?
Oh, do we go in on this? So, ooh, AG landing at Tofi.
That was a good nade. 35 damage.
13 HP remaining right there after a wall bang as well. Shaq will be taking Tunkus down.
Oh, this push though.
A heavy offense coming down on Banana. He's been able to do that twice now. Decides to back off, and none of them lose their lives. Tofi's still on that 12.
Instead he finds a prize, AWP. Not bad.
Definitely not. They go for the mid push, however. B isn't going to be as relevant as it was earlier. Feeney.
Oh man, he could actually spot them out. Yeah, he sees two of them. Makes the call. 50 seconds left on the clock, so we'll have to start making a move shortly.
I love that he doesn't take the engagement.
Yeah, backs off right away. I feel as if they're learning from their mistakes. Now, Feeney is holding a great angle. He catches two, flashed out completely now as he's getting completely pincered out. Tries to commit to the spray, but he's not going to find the connecting shots. 2 versus 2 now. Both Tofi and Stovey relatively low on HP. And this is where it all comes down, man. They have one kit on slow-in, but he's coming through apartments with this rifle.
Capers on Tofi. Slow-in now.
They're both in pit.
with an instant reaction on that. We'll be going down. Kipper is making sure nobody stands a chance against them.
Yeah,
GoSu are really playing a solid CS right now.
Yeah, they really are. This was some very nice defense from Feeney, again, playing deep on A site itself. We saw that previously with the Desert Eagle at the start of the first half here. But still, it's simply not enough. Like, you can't just rely on one single player stepping up every single time, finding 2-3 frags. Like, it's just not going to be consistent and safe enough to bring you into the longer stages of this game. Now, just pushing straight through all of this utility burning through. He's actually going to back off there. So I guess I misspoke. It looked as if they really wanted to go hard, but...
Sloan isn't, and this is where Sloan has to understand, he does as well eventually, but is that even if it works at one point, it's not going to work every single time, because eventually GoSu will make that adaptation to their T side. You have that happening now. I'm not sure what the heck was going on the map, but Pak is now left alone in a 1-on-5 situation. AK-47, 15 HP remaining after that duel, and should be going down. But
where was that? What? 4K from Feeney, I think?
In middle, and that was...
was that a 4K?
Yeah, it was. It was. Feeney got a 4K.
Damn, that's impressive stuff, guys. And he actually, with that, manages to hold onto it. 5 rounds now on the board here for SkitLite. He will still lose the first half, but perhaps not as bad as we thought they were going to. Oh, Pak. Forgetting himself a little bit there, almost running away without any body armor. But you can see that GoSu's money pretty much gone at this stage. Because you can look at that, alright, 1 Deagle, 1 CZ, not 5 AKs, which is, you know, the least they would have wanted into this one. But still, with these pistols and that Galil, just with how they've been playing, they've proven themselves to be so deadly. And you can see Pak steps out there. He's actually going to take down his own teammate. But Sloan will come in, respond, and knock him down. Make that a 4 versus 3 now in favor of SkitLite. They should have this because they have superior firepower. They have the positioning, and especially with Feeney now knocking down Jammy as well. But it has slipped out of hand. We've seen it a couple of times already tonight, guys. Don't think it's out of the cards just yet. 1 minute left on the clock, and they have control of the bomb.
Kipper is with the AK-47. Tickatunk is down. It's a good start. Decides to go for a flash down pit as his mate takes on that execute through short, and it's going to be with, I wanted to say solid timing, comes in with solid timing, stays there, makes them all blinded out, and Feeney doesn't stand much of a chance in that duel after engaging. 16 HP. I'll stop it right there, staying close to the wall by Graveyard and getting in there eventually, just staying... I like this position as well.
Yeah,
what they can do now, they could go for the crossfire as well in case Kipper needs that support from short.
Yeah, and even this angle that he was holding right there, it forces the CT to body check. Kipper is now on the side. There it is with a perfect crossfire. That's so rough.
Alright, so as the sound restarted, we should be
I think so.
rid of all issues now anyways.
I would hope so.
I would hope so. I mean, Murphy's Law is a heck of a law, and it's not one we want right here, right now. 10-5 anyways. GoSu are in the lead. They're playing that CT side now, and it's looking good for them. Double digits in the first half, which...
And again on T side.
Yeah, on T side of Inferno is fairly impressive. So
I feel as if we're just going to see, like, unless I'm gravely mistaken, I just feel if you compare the two teams straight up in terms of how they play it off one another in terms of teamwork, execution, and most importantly, honestly, so far in this tournament, even going back to the first broadcast, has been individual aim and spray control.
Yeah, most of the teams are very mixed in their way of playing. Feeney anyways will be going in for the kill on Zek right there. They need to capitalize or even go for an equalizer right here. GoSu, it doesn't look like they will get anything just yet. Eventually going for the execute though. And a double comes in by Pak. Luckily for them, they have him on this team, and he goes for yet another one. Oh my god, 4K! Pak, what is wrong with you?
One man left standing. It's in Tofi, and he will be able to get one kill, but not before he gets taken out eventually. And that's it, guys. Pistol round goes in the favor of GoSu. SkitLite get the bomb down, but Pak coming alive right there with that USP. That was absolutely mental.
Yeah, I was saying what is wrong with you, but damn, what's right with you, Pak?
Yeah, look at this.
Oh my god,
out.
one by one.
Number one, number two.
Number three. I love the fact that, and you say that as well, he knows Miska comes up and then toot. You have a peekaboo playing that peekaboo game.
That support flash was also really good from his teammates, completely taking that guy out of the equation there. So they had no chance of replying and taking down Pak before he gets the kill. Now, somewhere, I believe down Banana, they actually suffered a pretty big frag grenade. Oh, stepping into the flame for a moment, but it does give away the position. Flashbang is great, and Kiparis is just going to massacre these guys with the SMG. As Stovey comes in with a FAMAS, combining the might of France and Germany to send these guys back.
Oh, Pak.
Whence they came.
Pak's a bit like me. He plays that P90 if he feels it's needed.
So you're like gold number 3 then?
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, man. You're actually, from what I know, you're quite good at Counter-Strike.
You know it.
Like,
I haven't played CS in...
Yeah, well, you were like S rank on ESEA, like A or S rank on ESEA, right? That's pretty damn good. I'm not even ranked on ESEA. I haven't played the ESEA. Like, I played ESEA probably once or twice at best.
It's alright. It's an alright service, definitely. I feel like it's a greater alternative to Face It right now because there's so many trolls in Face It. But I think if Face It was as expensive, it would probably be the same.
thing is, I never play with like randoms. I only play 5 pre-made because I can't stand it when I get a troll or like some random dude who's just terrible.
No, I just play solo. That's why I got ESEA.
You have to agree with me on this one. Like, if you have one guy, he's trying, but he's really bad, and he just keeps doing really stupid things. Like, and he doesn't listen. Now, obviously, we're not seeing any of this right here.
No. But it is happening right now in a pug, believe it or not.
It is. Somewhere out there, guys.
Somewhere out there.
Maybe in your game right now.
Jammy's going to get that boost. I like that idea of it all, but instantly spotted. Gets one before potentially falling down, which he will be doing.
Okay, let's see if this P90 can get some damage done now.
Plays it if he needs it, and looks like it's what they need here. Double spray down, not going to happen just like that. Tofi takes him out. And even if Tofi wasn't there, you had Tunkiz on Banana the whole time. So
holding it together.
Yeah, 12-6. They're doing something to get a good footing in it again. Zek is forced to go for a UMP. Yeah, even an MP7 you have right there.
He's going to buy up some utility as well. So
I like that they go for the incendiary nades rather than the smokes right here.
It
looks like they do have a plan.
Thing is, I do find the incendiaries to be a lot more powerful on Banana than the smoke, because you can just like, the smoke isn't as necessary because you can just hold hard the angles and have one guy holding another flashbang behind you, so you can always throw that in. Even though it's hard to push smoke on Banana, the Molly, I find it to be a little better. Kiparis actually spots the shoulder of a man there in border as he steps out for a moment. A little bit clumsy, I want to say, giving away his position like that. So the man who was playing on short just backed off completely, so just pre-firing, giving more info to the CTs. Again, you can see that have moved up slowly through mid over towards the A site.
It looks like they're scared, because you see Tunkiz.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, Tunkiz is literally holding the back of them still, even if they're all the way up towards A. They're not confident in what they're doing at all. You can see how they're always expecting GoSu, which is, I mean, obviously you want to be precautious on those kind of things, but GoSu hasn't ever decided to go down Banana.
Yeah, exactly. Like, maybe once or twice they've gone down there, but they haven't pushed out through mid.
And at what point would it be worth it to just keep that member down there without any refragging potential?
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that one, dude. They will find one kill there on Kiparis finally on long, but you still have 2 players back here all the way over in pit. Tofi finds Stovey. Shek as well. Gonna lose his head.
Alright.
No, okay, Tunk is coming alive right now, guys. 2 kills already now, and leaves the army as the last man standing. I think at this stage, with this M4 rifle, maybe just hold on to it. Unless he can get like 1 kill now. If he can make it a 1 versus 2 very quickly, then I do think that there is hope for him here, but with that. They're actually doing a really good job in stalling things out. Obviously, Tofi will have to reconsider his position here because he's at 2 HP. He's going to die to the bomb if he doesn't move quickly.
Take a look at it. There you have it.
Oh, play. Misplay in the smoke. No biggie, though. 12 to 7 now. SkitLite are starting to come back a little bit. 2 rounds on the board.
GoSu's money is finally down to where SkitLite has been wishing it to be this entire best of 3.
It's been sent back down, yeah.
It still feels like GoSu has an idea of how they want to counter SkitLite by the next round, judging by what they did right here with the positions on pit,
okay.
double position on pit.
Everyone
Not much to say about it really here as well,
no.
because you're seeing pistols obviously, but still very impressive. And it's more like we were supposed to scream, "GoSu, what are you doing?" But then
I don't know.
yeah.
It just looks so nutty. Like when you have one spray and there's like Kilty, all those names popping up. Yeah, nonetheless, that's just like one of these cleanup rounds for SkitLite. Not too much pressure on their shoulders. Now coming into this one, this is going to be a gun round. SkitLite has a substantial bank now, 7,700 tunkers on average, around 4,000 for the rest of them. Someone they're up at 6k. GoSu with this buy up, back again down to 0. So if they lose this round, this is going to be one where they are going to be facing potentially a double eco here, Volty, which, to be very frank, wouldn't be great for them. But they have been able to hold on to it very well. Jammy's going to take a bit of a hit from that grenade. It's down to 61 HP. Boosting up Stovey actually here on the roof. Right on short, even with Shaq holding a supportive angle. They've got a lot of firepower directed this way, so I think for Stovey it's like pick one, then fall back, let them move into Shaq as he takes them down as he tries to peek the corner. Very well set up to be honest, on the defense.
Stovey all white as a flashbang lands, goes for 1, but instantly refragged by Tofi, who's lucky enough to get that headshot, I say, in the smoke. 4 on 4.
Well, that was smart. You see that?
It was a good way of countering him from getting out of there. It looked like he was ready for it as well. He was ready to go out and just smash hell.
Yeah, Molly changed his mind for sure. There's actually a man who's moved over towards B. 2 or 3 guys actually, but they're kind of hesitant. 34 seconds left on the clock now. They will have to pull the trigger on the execute very shortly. Now the smoke comes in towards CT. The flashbang comes in as well, and now you can hear all the steps. Pock's made the call. Sprays, gets 1. Jammy's here to support him as well, so 4 versus 3. The bomb is yet to go down. They're not committing to the plot. There it is now. Round's coming through. He's actually going to be burning up. Pock needs to readjust his position.
Wait, what? What was Pock doing? Well, did he get up? Maybe he got up on the...
Oh yeah, maybe on the coffin. Yeah, he could have.
Tofi, anyways, on sec right there, makes it a 2 on 3. We have seen GoSu get out of even more difficult positions than these, but I think the situation kind of speaks for SkitLite a little bit more than them right now, and you can see how Feeney finishes that round off, making it 12 to 9.
SkitLite swinging back, guys, with big steps. 9 to 12. They still need to swing back a little bit further. 3 more rounds to go to equalize. But they're looking much, much stronger here than they did on Mirage. Even so, with that initial start that we had, 10 to 5 in favor of GoSu, SkitLite are starting to come back into it.
And I'd say if you lose this round, even because obviously this is a round you just want to get over with. You're playing the CT side. There's no form of very high cash injection unless you can go for a save here as GoSu. I'd say after this, take a timeout and talk things through before going into the more heavy round.
Yeah, but you say that. They trade 2 for 2 in apartments. And that means they could potentially grab 2 of those guns, like you said. Do you think at this stage they try to contest as they move towards B? Or do you think they should just try to save the guns, like make the hot call now? What do you think is the best? I
mean, 1 minute and 15 seconds on the clock. I'd say at least try and contest. I think it's the best way to play it. Pock is still in a heavy deficit as well, playing that CZ75, and you still have such an opportunity. Drop that AK-47 over to Stovey, and you have armored AK-47.
Oh yeah, I didn't actually notice the portfolio. I mean, you're absolutely right. So Stovey gets pushed out now, and they know where he is. They did see him cross over on the other side of the smoke.
They're too quick on it though. Now they just had to back off. If they would have just thought maybe before, they could have had this, but time is ticking by too fast right now. And you have it right there. Stovey backing off.
Oh, rounds coming through the smoke. He will have to move away. I do like it, by the way. I want to point that out. Miska went and positioned himself over towards Banana, so he only needs to hold this one angle. He doesn't need to worry too much about getting shot from any one of these positions that he's not ready for. So this is like a smart little detail there to, again, retain one of these guns. And they've got a substantial bank of money here, dude. As you'll see now. Coming into the next round, guys. Round number 23. SkitLite. One more round on the board for them. 2 more rounds. And they will have tied things up. Again, GoSu will go for the big buy. AWP here on Yami this time. They're actually starting to look much stronger here, SkitLite, that is.
Yeah, a lot stronger, actually.
Maybe it was just like about finding that momentum and the comfort in the round.
We'll see what GoSu does here. Where did they place that op, is my question. Is it... Oh, coffins, yeah. So over towards coffin, you got that off if anything goes on towards B. And that bomb is still fairly neutral, I want to say. They could back off with it at any time if anything goes wrong on that A side.
Good touchdown on the grenade there, by the way. Brings them into within headshot range from those M4. A little bit of utility coming through right now.
I think he heard that one bounce off the wall, so they should be aware of the fact that Sek is up on the balcony rather than down in pit.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think he knows now. He hasn't dropped down just yet, so they must be aware of this. 2 men now moving over towards Arch. Kaparis steps out there, shoulder peeking. Does bait out the shots. Shek actually goes aggressive in apartments and finds the kill on Feeny finally. 30 seconds left. Oh, that AWP not getting the kill. He legs him, but he stays alive, and that is the main issue here. They haven't found a single guaranteed kill just yet, and GoSu are still just locking down this site.
Sek kind of forced to go in for that kill as well, I think, after what we were just talking about, that Molotov bouncing off the wall. Sloan will be taking him out. Eventually, now you got Stavi on that side to go for one. Spot another member out, just in pit, decides to go for the kill anyways, but Tofu wins that duel. And now Pak, to save the day with a Molotov, could be doing so, deals a little bit of damage, maybe not enough. At least 2 of them down to below 50 HP, so fairly easy frags for them to take home if they just find these duels in the 1v1s, but
yeah, exactly.
Are they going to be allowed to?
That's exactly the point there, Volty, as you bring up. What was
those 1v1s.
Yeah, SkitLite, again, if they just set up the crossfire, then I think they're going to be in a good spot. He's actually going to jump up on the side. The smoke to cover is back, but it's not going to be enough. Tofi and Miska taking them out. The very last moments of that round, guys, and there we have it, 11-12. And again, GoSu now back
I'd say
down.
go for that pause, still.
They very well could. In terms of the economy here, you can see that I think maybe going for a couple of pistols, buy some grenades. At the same time, though, with this slow tempo play coming out of SkitLite primarily, I don't really think that these big, grenade snacks are going to be working very effectively, simply because they don't run up Banana like that. At best, maybe 1 or 2 does, and then that's it. They do a little bit of damage to those guys. But Shek actually manages to step up, find Feeny, who goes very aggressive in apartments. So he does what I was talking about, but on the other side of the map, gets punished for it.
Good start for GoSu, though. And you're looking at what they have. They do actually have a lot of armory with their pistols, so not an impossible round here for them. And if they pick up a few rifles even, that could be great. Jammy right there with slow end. Now a 3-on-5. Nades flying over towards ruins, and they think that second player is the only one remaining. Mustavi comes in with the element of surprise, takes Miska out. And all of a sudden, you're looking at a 2 versus 4 situation against a fully pistoled up team.
Oh,
Pak, are you joking?
No way! He just steps in.
That running headshot again.
Dude, that's disgusting.
They're back at it.
And they win this round, guys, with only 1 member lost. That is insanely good there from GoSu. And even though there's a big bank here from SkitLite, the importance of that round comes down to that they're able to save 3 rifles from that, and this gives them a little bit more of a little bit more economic breathing room as we come into round number 25. 13-11 now. They finally break the winning streak here of SkitLite, but the danger here is going to be that GoSu, if they lose out on this one, then they're going to be hard reset on that lost round bonus.
Oh, Miska almost with a free frag right there. Still goes down to 53 HP though after a few nades fly over. But SkitLite are, again, playing this one very passively. And not even that first defense in middle this time. Instead, they just hold it back. They got the bomb all the way down towards Banana as well. Not really sure on what they're doing right here. Could potentially be a fake towards A with the rest of the people who are in mid.
You can actually kind of see on the minimap they're like forming a diagonal line.
Yeah.
As they're, like you're saying, just playing it very slow, very passive. Not even going for any of the hard peaks, looking to start challenging.
No, they're holding the T side to wait out and see if GoSu are going to be committing to any mistakes, but it doesn't look like it right now. It probably won't be looking like it anytime soon either.
Yeah, the difficulty in this kind of scenario is that if they wait for too long, then they're going to have all of this pressure on their shoulders in terms of time.
And by 30, GoSu should start really waking up. Be like, okay, now they're probably sneaking somewhere, right?
Yeah,
obviously. And they do get that
right
idea.
Oh man, Kiparis finds one, spots out another, and takes him down to very little HP. Shek has readjusted his position in pit. And I think he expected someone coming through apartments as Feeny is going to take on Stovey on the site itself.
Oh, it's a good fake. It really is a good fake. You can see that.
Oh, dude, yeah, you're right.
They leave that B site all open, and now
that's so good
for the CTs just to go for the retake, rather. 8 seconds on that clock, though. Are they going to have... Yeah, they do have enough time.
Yeah. Imagine it's like it's in the hands of this player who's really sweaty hands, who's fumbling around with the bomb.
They need to rush for it instantly as that timer is set to 35. Tunkis.
Yeah, they do not have a lot of time right now, man. Molly's come down here to slow things down on the CT approach. Mind you that both Yami and Slow Sloney are very, very low on HP. Shek is going to step out there and headshot Tofi, was playing back of Shadow. That's a great pick, but Tunkis as well will be able to respond. Going for the spray, but now it leaves us to 1 versus 1. Sloney with very, very little HP. The bomb is ticking. There's no time for the defuse. He's going to turn his back as Sloney steps out there audaciously. Puck turns around and says, nah, takes him down, but the bomb will go off. And with that, victory for SkitLite. 12th round on the board for them. 13-12. Money for GoSu once more. They're on their last legs. And this is what I was also concerned about.
Yeah, their money situation isn't the best. And I think the main reason to why they're so unsure and why they got so easily faked right here is because SkitLite has kind of found their weakness is they never hold Arch. They only have one player on Arch and there's no reply fragger. They can't confirm whether or not the players decided to keep continuing on that push through CT or decided to back off into middle.
Well, that's actually a really important point you bring up there, because most of the time, as they do that, we always saw like 1 or 2 guys come over on the rotation to cover the whole of CT to make sure that there's no big backstab towards the B side. Yeah. Perfect read. Now 4 men are moving over towards B, where you have these 2 players from GoSu holding. They've actually boosted one up there behind New Box. He's on the top of the pipes. And there's only one in the bottom of mid, doing a little bit to make some noise. Step through. Whoa, he's actually going to lose that duel. Fox spraying through the smoke right now, tagging him up a little bit. The grenade comes in to finish him off. And now they've taken total control of the site. And this is where GoSu really have to consider their options. Do we actually commit to this, try to knock some of them down, go for the committed retake? Or just hold on to these guns? And I think it's better to do the latter here. Just save the rifles.
I'm still waiting for that timeout.
Oh man, Stovey just walks into his death there. Tofi coming up on the lurk. He is the man, the anti-rotate. And it is paying off.
Yeah, potentially with the last. Nope, Kippers takes him out.
Yeah, but the fact he just gets 2 rifles out of the hands of GoSu.
Yeah, it's enough. It's enough.
Yeah. Why are we not this good, Volty?
We are.
Obviously not, because we're casting, not playing.
Because we are so much better. We're too good for this. That's why. Trying to get all of our haters mad out there. They probably are.
Tweet at us, guys.
Tweet at us. Wouldn't surprise me if I got like a sick tweet.
Some guy just, oh my god, I can't stand you. Just retire already.
At 18, retire at 18. Yeah, you're stupid if you think like.
I find it to.
I've always had that in my head.
I've
always had that in my head.
I've had my fair share of people like come and criticize me. I always think it's quite fun because some of them are actually very well founded, and
no, but like criticism is cool, but it's.
You mean like people who come and flame you? I think those are the best, man. That's what I really
Yeah,
enjoy.
people who flame you are...
no, that's the best. I love it.
I don't care about them that much.
Good flame.
No, yeah, but the thing is... It's fun to make them even more mad. Like, it puts some fuel in the fire, you know?
Like, keep heckling them.
Because I am the best, right? You are the best, too. Or we're much better than everybody who thinks we're not.
I think...
Because obviously we can't read the chat, and maybe they're going crazy right now about this, but we're just here like, yeah.
Something about Twitch chat, man.
Yeah, something about Twitch chat, yeah.
I don't know, that kind of sounds like... I feel as if in the next 3 years or so, someone's going to write a novel called There's Something About Twitch Chat, where they just break down all of these like elements and segments of like what makes Twitch terrible. Or like the Twitch chat terrible, but I for one actually really think Twitch is great, man. I think all of the a lot of the people there just like really funny, even all the trolls. That's what makes it so fun.
Yeah,
that's what I enjoy a lot. Sometimes I will go back in VODs and like.
That's why I played Habbo when I was younger, because there were so many trolls. It was like literally the best. It was like that's where I learned how to internet. You know, how to internet.
That's a great story, man. I love the way that the way you put it as well, because I think we always have that like awakening to the internet in our own little way.
Or like when I found out about flashback forums.
Oh God!
In Sweden.
Anyone
that was my internet freedom.
Anyone who's Swedish knows exactly
what the heck I'm
how
talking
far
about.
that
Anyone
goes.
who's Finnish probably doesn't. So I'm sorry, because there's probably a majority of Finnish viewers out there.
I'm quite convinced actually that a lot of Finns know what flashback is.
Finally, anyways, we'll be taking now Sec as we do talk about flashback forums. GoSu do not have anything at all now to work with, and it's okay, because what can you do?
Yeah, try
your hardest and make the best out of it.
Aim punch is a thing here, but there are a lot of T's actually down to significantly lower HP than what you'd expect from a round like that. So you could have like one-tapped a few of them, but not going to be the end.
Looks like we might have our hands on a third map here.
Yeah, 14 to 13 here, guys. SkitLite have swung back with some very great poise. And again, GoSu are facing the music, because again, their money is going to be shot out here if they drop this round, and then we're coming into round number 50. We're coming into round number 29, and at that stage, you know, that's it. So they need to win this round to keep their hopes afloat.
Yeah, they need to dramatically change their offensive playstyle as well, I think, because what they're doing right now is they're locking SkitLite in, but they're also allowing these 1v1 duels. And you can see their Puck doesn't have anyone whatsoever to support him. They had a good play and a good setup right there at the beginning of this round, where Kipper I think was standing in Boiler, but they went out of that smoke, landing in middle again. Is that even a smoke?
No, I think that's a
decoy, maybe.
Yeah, look, I think that's a decoy. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I've actually died to a decoy once. That was
same.
Did it explode under you,
no,
or did you get it at
one
you?
One HP hit me in the head, on mid in cash, through smoke.
I've died from it exploding on the ground.
Like when you're standing on top. Oh, dude, that's so annoying. Okay, anyways, Stubby and Fina are gonna trade out. Jack comes in as well, but he too will be traded out. 3 versus 3. Stubby on the side will lock things down. He knows that there's another one close. 2 versus 2. He's the last man playing on A, and he's going to be able to make that 1 versus 1 now. It's all about this individual duel. Jammy comes on through. Mind you, Sloaney is at half HP.
If I was Jammy, I'd just continue the sneaking. I'd go all the way around. Just take my time. 35 seconds on the clock. He's looking at the wrong area. You guys are walking around each other. Why not even go for the ninja? I mean, he's got Chiga on his...
Yeah, he's got no kit.
Yeah,
like that's the thing here.
But is there...
I don't think
did the guy drop one?
I don't think there's a kit on the site.
No.
I don't think so. Oh my god,
definitely.
yeah.
They're walking around each other.
No, this is terrible. This is just SkitLite's game. The bomb has been ticking for too long now, and there's no chance. Yeah, there's no time for Jammy. Like he commits to it.
He decides to go for the save though, and he is safe.
Yeah, but again, he doesn't even save an M4.
Yeah, that's kind of when you take that into consideration, maybe it wasn't that worth it.
Okay, 15 to 13 here. We thought GoSu were going to dominate here on this map number 2 here, guys. So we might actually be moving on into Cobblestone, which is going to be the decider of this series. if SkitLite can just take one more round. That's all they need. GoSu need 2 more rounds to bring it into overtime. Here for map number 2 in the very first series of tonight. Coming on through, spraying a little bit down Banana. Like that's a suppressive fire. No one gonna peek out right here. And again, SkitLite with this very slow passive play that's been working so well for them. Why fix it? Why fix it if it's not broken?
Yeah. AGs are coming over. Sec does open up with Feeney going down.
Yeah, that's the bomb in second mid actually. And he gets all the way back over down into pit. So there's no chance here for SkitLite to actually respond to that kill. It's a very good opening here for GoSu.
And this is the kind of play that we saw at the beginning of the game that got them enough far, if you will. Slow in.
Okay, Paras.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's a trade as well.
Yeah.
And now 4 versus 3. Obviously SkitLite have kind of been able to sort of wrench control out of the hands of their opponent, but without knocking the bomb down in mid. That's a really excellent kill there from Stovey. Jamie comes in as well and knocks down Miska at the top of Banana, and now it's all up to this guy, Tunkis, with the AWP. Stovey was going to go for that peek right there, and was like, oh, nope. Decides to put his hands in his pocket and walk out of there. Just going to readjust his position, get into pit. The bomb has moved up towards the A site itself now. As you can see, slowly, they're all converging over towards this side. But Tunkis has swapped over to an AK now, so he's a little bit more flexible in how to respond. Commits to spray, but the man survives. This is a problem now for Tunkis. He needs to make his move quickly. It's not quick enough, and Stovey locks it down. 15-14. One more round is all it takes, man. One more round.
The stove. We should call him the stove.
So, don't touch him, he's hot.
Oh, God. I hate adult jokes. Dad jokes or whatever.
I'm sorry. I don't know, it just reminded me of one of my girlfriends like long ago. She had this thing of like the way she would check if like the hot plate was hot was like she would put her hand on it. So stupid, man.
Oh my God. Who? Why?
I don't know, dude. And
I've never heard of anyone being that stupid in my entire life.
Why do you do this? Okay, we can get back to that. Look at how much they've burned down. Oh my God.
Yeah, they're low. Jamie gets a kill, not even looking at anybody. So Tunkis, I guess thank you for that one on behalf of Jamie.
No, he misses that crucial
but
shot.
It's all right, I think. Zek comes in with the AG, and you've got Jamie potentially with one. Tofi now giving away that information because he was just in front of the smoke. So they should be aware of the fact where he's standing. You can see that Stovey actually decides to go through that smoke because he knows his enemy said, okay, it's clear, you can go through.
Yeah, go for the plant, but they should have checked. Now moving forward, Check is just going to get right in there. Kiparis, though, coming in from Banana with that off angle. Tofi trapped between a rock and 2 other hot places.
Now an MR3 is what we're going to be looking at, ladies and gentlemen. It's an overtime that is extended throughout 6 rounds at a maximum and 4 rounds at a minimum. First to 19, that would be.
Yes, and I believe all teams start with $10,000 as well. So yeah, there you can see.
I remember when people said money shouldn't matter. But I think it should.
I completely agree because like this is pretty much like a regular game condensed down into 6 rounds.
Yeah.
So it's obviously tempo and stuff vary a little bit.
But then also you have money mattering because it doesn't matter if you have 16K, right?
Yeah, 10,000 is a good number.
It's a good
because like you buy up twice and then on the last round.
Then at least it means something to have money, right?
Yeah, agreed. Interestingly enough, though, can we talk about this? GoSu, they completely skip AWPs. I'm not a huge fan of this decision, but what do you think? Because like for me, I think the AWP is such a crucial defensive tool because you can take a guy down and you can like readjust your position. Like someone who does this super well is like Kenny S. And I just think like in some of those plays you can really see it reflected, like why they become so powerful. So
I think
the fact they skip this, like why?
I think they just realize maybe it's not that needed. I think maybe they...
Do you think it's a comfort thing, maybe?
Yeah, could be. And then also the fact that op is kind of an element that, okay, you get... on Inferno specifically, if you want to play that op, it's either to be offensive as a CT and take that peek down middle, potentially Banana, by the back of site B. And it's those very solid positions that everybody already knows of. SkitLite could easily just counter that, I think. I think GoSu's looking for wide mobility throughout all of their members.
Yeah. Okay. That's yeah. I can sort of understand that then. That's We'll see now though, slow moving over towards B. The bomb is with them as well. 2 men have actually taken control of the top of mid right there, and they can slowly start inching their way over towards Archway. I have no idea what happened to Jammy right there. He was seemingly not paying attention. Miska down to 13 HP. Little bit of utility raining on in. Pock now readjusting his position there on the fountain. Tunkus just steps right on in, sprays him down. Stovey is going to be able to connect a couple of shots right there, but you can see that still no confirmed kills. This is an issue. Even Feeney jumping up, having so much time there to take the kill, but he just doesn't. And now 2 versus 5. SkitLite not losing a single member. Toby's going to come on through, spray him down. Kipara's not ready for that either. God, man, GoSu just falling apart here on map number 2.
Sek left alone.
Yep.
Did you know there's an Easter egg on this map? If you press E by the corner of the door to the right of him right now.
Like behind him?
Yeah. Well, you'll see it, I guess. By the left of Tunkus, if he walks up here now. There.
Right in that corner, yeah.
There's a PC. If you press E, Counter-Strike 1.6 will turn on the PC.
No way.
It's true.
It's kind of cool. I like that. Okay. 5 more rifles. But and again, what we were talking about earlier there, guys, is you come into overtime like this, you can see that they afford 2 full gun rounds. And that's about it. So they really need to win this one, because otherwise on the last round, with this first half of overtime number 1, they are going to be down to pistols. And then it's just 1 round to win for SkitLite. To go up to 19, and then with that, that's all they need. Shek is going to open things up, however. But they're still dancing and prancing around here by the top of Banana. Tunkus has moved all the way up. I'm not sure if they're aware of this. He's going to step on out, spray through the little thin piece of wood right there. Push Jammy to back off. Oh, he actually keeps holding down the spray, and he will take down Tunkus as he steps on out into the bullets. And now they have a 2-man advantage. A 1-man advantage. I stand corrected. A 2-man advantage. I was right from the get-go.
They corrected themselves after you. Miska anyways on Stabby. Zek luckily comes in with that reply frag, and this is where you shouldn't go for the peek at all. GoSu relying entirely on the fact that he doesn't. There you have it. Luckily doesn't do so, but again, and I think that's the mistake they keep falling into, is they expect themselves to be a bit supreme as they go out there, right?
Like they're so comfortable in the round that maybe.
They're so well set in the round that they can take these individual peaks, and they usually just the round that we saw earlier on the A side, for example, where they just lost. So smokes are going to be coming through, and that's the thing about GoSu. Even though they do have that upper hand, they can very easily be turned around by SkitLite, I believe. Stabby anyways will be going down right there. Tunkus initializing this execute.
Yeah. Oh, Shek somehow survives as he crosses over down to 29 HP, and now he's going to be the last man standing on the side. The rest of his teammates need to rotate in right now, but you can see it right there as he comes on through.
First time Jammy does this, and it works so well. Go down Banana and go in for a double. Not only going for the equalizer, but that's a capitalization frag.
And he goes all the way back over towards the B side itself, and now we can just sit here and lock things down. I think he
destroys the entire execute as well.
I think he might have even spotted the bomb, like as it goes down in second mid there for a moment. So you can see that they've stacked 3 men over towards the A side for a moment. Now 1 is going to rotate back. Feeney will take down Pock, and this should trigger the re-rotation coming back in here from Shek onto the side. Oh, pardon me, of Kiparis, but no.
SkitLite are playing so spontaneous right here, and you can see because they were deciding they wanted to go for B as soon as they faked the A side by going in for a first kill. Now they go for A instead because they know they already got a frag on B. So it's about time they decide anything or something.
Oh, he spots him out, but Shek is holding it down, man. He's not going to go for the peek. His teammate steps out now, gives away his position, commits to the spray, but Kiparis will knock him down, and that's going to be at 17-6. GoSu managed to finally find another round, and they will win the first half of this overtime. 2 more rounds to win, and they will take map number 2, bringing them into tonight's finals here in the Finnish qualifying rounds.
Sounds like someone's being murdered in the production room.
I couldn't hear that, actually.
You're lucky. You're lucky with your inners, definitely.
They're not gonna. Police aren't gonna interview me as a witness.
Mm.
Just like, nah, completely oblivious, dude. Just talking about CS here. Overtime number. Oh, pardon me. Second half. Overtime number 1 is now gonna come into action, guys. As you can see, they've swapped around $10,000 yet again on either side. See if GoSu can piece this one together. Their T side looked much stronger than their CT side.
I had no idea there was a Taurus on.
Like a little.
Yeah, a
little bull.
Tauron.
Tauron?
Tauron. Is that? No, that's not.
Taurus.
Taurus is the right one. Right?
Taurus is like.
I was trying to extend that a little further. Tauron by.
I'm sorry, Volty.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to switch
What's
things
a
up.
Tauron? Tauron, isn't that from WoW or something?
Tauren?
Tauren.
A Tauren. You're thinking of Tauren.
Maybe.
Yeah, they don't look like that. I'm sorry.
Okay. Then I know. Feeny. I never played WoW, by the way. Feeny.
You know, it's ambitious of you to try at least, and I will give you credit for that. Now, flashbangs are good as they come on out. Miska is locking things down here in pit. And he's just going to go for the spray again. 1-2. Tunkus steps in and gets himself 1, but he's going to get pushed back now. As Stovey is going to be the last man left. All of a sudden, this game just got completely turned on its head. The bomb is down in pit. There are 3 CTs remaining. None of them really going for that bold peak. But he's wide open right now. The flash comes on in. And he's gonna be trapping himself effectively down here, dude.
Yeah, he has to pick up that bomb anyways, right, in pit. So it's either win those duels or go down the way he did.
Like a sack of potatoes.
He was stuck between a rock and a hard place as well. Like, there's not many things that you can do in that situation. He tried with the flashbang.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like,
he bought a lot of time at least.
Yeah, but it's so unfortunate. Like the bomb going down in that's probably like the worst place ever for the bomb to go down for him. I think even like in front of where like the approach over from library towards the site would have been a little bit better. It's easier to just step up on site, grab it, and then sidestep back in. But all the way back there, yeah, you just get trapped, and then AWP holding you, double rifle.
It takes so much time to get out of there as well.
Yeah, that's like the big crux of it, like the positioning. The lengthy process of readjusting. Once more though, stylistically, as we've just seen from either side, slow T-sides here, most of the time.
Stylistically, for Finnish teams, for some reason, I have no clue why.
We saw this in Nordic as well.
Yeah, Finnish teams, they do have their kind of regional way of playing. I don't know why, but it's just their thing. Very slow, methodical games, usually not too puggy. Except from GoSu now, who've been kind of...
Yeah, but that was actually some really nice coordinated play. They were burning out the 2 players simultaneously. So you can see they've taken total control of mid. Tunkus actually gets the kill, and looks like Sloan decided to step back into the little cubby area to his detriment as he does go down. 4 versus 4 now. Feeny is playing directly on the side, and this is where he, retained a position as a little bit of a powerhouse. Found most of his kills in this game, I believe, in this position.
Spotted and should be going down here. Kipper is going to go for that pre-fire. We should be able to just at least no, they don't have any utility left. They only have 1 smoke on Jammy. That's got to be coming in at the right time, at the right place as well. I feel Tofi not even considering going towards long this time after realizing that smoke just landed. Instead goes towards short, falls in right into the trap that they want him to, and Stovey gets that kill, leaving Tunkus alone. 18-17 now for GoSu.
Yeah, that means 1 more round is all they will need to take this map, man. Really well constructed round here from them. Doing some great job there with the utility of the raining in so many flashbangs after those initial 2 Molotovs to force out the player from the cubby on the little corner on the left side. The man playing right under the roof as well on short, forcing them back onto the side. They managed to take control of that angle, throw in the flashbangs, and then just body check everything essentially. Tunkus is now holding it. Ooh. Could have almost gone down right there. You saw that he knew where he was. But in terms of the money, they still have enough here that they will be able to juggle a couple of rifles, make sure that everyone has enough firepower divided amongst them, a couple of kits, good amount of utility as well. So SkitLite still does have what it takes, I believe, now to...
make this a double overtime. Doesn't spot anyone in the middle, and it does give him the urge to push down and take second stead on second mid. And still no contest. Sorry, on middle. Tunkus. With the EWP readdressing his shot. But won't face anyone this time. They did go very offensively down middle, down banana, pardon me. You can see that by SkitLite. They do have their 2 players to each other. Feeny on Jammy. And yep, double overtime is definitely what we're looking at, I think, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, 2 men left here for GoSu. Not a single man lost for SkitLite, which obviously puts them in a very, very advantageous position. And this game actually turned out to be very even, guys. Even here in overtime number 1, Tunkis has fallen back over towards Arch. He's holding with the AWP, spots out one player. There it is. He just walks right into it, makes that a 3-piece, perhaps a quad, and there it is, guys. SkitLite take it into overtime number 2. Nonetheless, GoSu putting up a very good fight, but this means that they will stay on their respective sides. GoSu on T, SkitLite on CT for another 6 rounds, potentially. As once again, it is the first to 22 now that takes home this map.
It's uncommon to see double overtimes on Inferno for me. Actually, usually I've seen them be like 4 rounds long. At max,
look at this. Like this was lovely stuff here from Tunkis.
Yeah.
He's playing this AWP so well. I think it's so interesting that GoSu actually decided to skip it in pretty much every single one of their rounds. In the early start, they did play with it a little bit there, but not for very long. Tunkis goes out with the aggressive peek there on Banana, completely knocks Puck out of the equation. And there he gets punished for going for something so aggressive that they typically haven't been doing here on this map.
Smoke's going to be coming through as well by SkitLite. And as these utilities are used, SkitLite are giving away a lot of information. But not only that, I think GoSu are trying to find a way to at least retaliate, not only retaliate, equalize, and potentially capitalize on the fact that they lost right there. With Puck being offensive on upper banana, Tunkis decides to back off. And you can see that's mainly the difference from GoSu and SkitLite right now, is that SkitLite have their offense all the way back on Archway, which kind of it makes it harder for GoSu to make those fakes happen.
Yeah, okay, so 40 seconds left on the clock. A little bit of time pressure will be mounting shortly here now. Going to start burning out some of these locations. Counter Molotov comes down to slow the push even further here for GoSu. Miska's actually dropped down now from the balcony, so he's not going to be staying up on that position. Good flashbang comes in as well there to further just completely force them out, and he steps out there, gets one. Kiparis will reply. However, Miska is ready, almost getting a 3rd kill. 2 versus 2. The last 2 players.
HP on GoSu.
Yeah, they're stepping out right. They're just pushing all the way over now, going very quickly. Now he's going to slow things down, but 2 versus 2, you can see here the HP, like you said, GoSu collectively 45. Not looking very promising there. Tofi instantly finds the head of his opponent.
When in doubt, there's not much to do.
These teams are so neck and neck with one another. That bomb going down there does help the economy of GoSu a little bit.
Yeah, Miska was fire. He was on fire. So it's now, what would that be? 22, I guess. For a win, 22 rounds, right?
Yeah.
Molotov on upper banana this time rather than a push. Puck learning from his mistake in the earlier round right there.
Yeah, just running up right. That Tunkis has been going very aggressive with this AWP. Like whenever there's some downtime, he goes aggressive just like that. I'm actually really loving this kind of momentum play from SkitLite because it gives them so much space to work with whenever they find the kill. If they don't, he just falls back and takes a more passive angle.
Down, still goes in for the kill though, as he burns and still remains with 50 HP, which is not too bad. So for SkitLite's side, it's only looking brighter.
Oh, dude, that flashbang could have done so much there, but ooh, Jammy! He walks out right into them and takes 2 players with him as they continue their onslaught on towards the ace up. But there are 2 players here. Feeny And Miska in the pit, in Graveyard. He's just going to find the back of the head of Jammy and knock him out. 20-18 now. SkitLite starting to pull ahead quite significantly, guys. 2 more rounds. First to 22 will claim victory here on the map number 2. That is Inferno in this best out of 3, equalizing the scoreline to a 1-1, and that means we would go into Cobblestone for tonight.
But if GoSu can only win 1, they need 2. Or no, actually 3 for their next one, right?
Yeah.
So it's not impossible for GoSu still. But they are very, and not even very limited. Slightly limited, I'd say, when it comes to their nades. They don't always have that Molotov, but they at least have the smokes. They have those vision blockers that are enough. And Zek now. Just missing that boost barely. AG's gonna come in. Tunkus with yet another starter. And I don't know how many times he's done this, but round and round again, you see this man, and he gets... He almost always gets a kill. Throughout this overtime, he has.
Yeah. Moreover, what sort of perplexes me is the fact that GoSu has pretty much left that completely uncontested. They don't really respond to it. Now, this is a bit of a different play. They're just going to gun it and run and gun all the way through Archway, take 2 people down with them. Kiparis actually kills one of his teammates. That's quite important here now because it would have been a 3v3. But Fini, oh, this position! And he just massacres them. Shek even shoots Kiparis in the back.
Basically, this is...
We had 2 team kills in this round from GoSu. Now, SkitLite just need 1 more round here on the T side, and that's where they played their best.
GoSu needs to put that into their head. If they can, we can.
Yeah, but they need to take it 1 round at a time and then force it into another overtime. Like, they can't just outright finish it here.
Yeah, they're far away. They're far away, definitely.
So it's really, really tough now on them. I think that the big mistakes that we've been seeing out of GoSu consistently is that they've been so disjointed that in some situations they haven't been able to refrag.
No.
I think, like, to a certain extent, even though they go aggressive with the AWP, like, especially so with Tunkus here on the T side, but we have swapped over. I just want to sort of wrap that up. They could have simply gone for, like, a rush on down banana, just flash over, force out the AWP, trade him 1 for 1, and then there's a 4v1 on the B side.
Yeah. No, but it looks like the entire team has kind of stepped down a little bit by these last few runs that we've seen. And not necessarily that they're always just because they are very disjointed as well, but also their individual skill right now. They're missing out on many shots, and you can see they're very sloppy in the way they're playing sometimes. Fini, anyways, on Sec. Could be that it's just a long game as well, definitely.
Yeah, I can really pull lots of
I can see that happening in StarCraft, actually. Like, people just messing up a little bit with their keyboard because they click so quick.
I think it happens, like, if you burn out. Obviously, like, fatigue is very important in these kinds of games. Good kill comes in there from Stormy. Jammy as well with 2 quick frags. AWP ringing. He might be able to get himself a 3rd, but no, not going to be needed. Pock gets the kill, and I think this might be it, where GoSu hold it together, and they will manage to actually crush the offensive here of SkitLite. That was absolutely brutal. Some lovely play there coming out of them.
Maybe it's that archway play that they need.
I think so. That was the wake-up call here that they really
it's a solid.
needed.
The thing about it is, it's not overly advanced because obviously you just put one player there and he can do whatever the heck he can do and then go down. But it gives so much information to the rest of the team. And since this is a very heavily, it's a long rotate map, if you will, from B to A, it's very needed as well because you make such a big commitment. Now, already at the beginning of the game, we do have some damage points being thrown out a little bit here and there, distributed to Miska, to say the least. 25 HP remaining on him. So, yeah, but GoSu chilling out on this one. They're not being too offensive in in any way or manner.
Yeah, mind you,
they do waste a lot of time as well.
Yeah, but mind you as well, like this time they are using the AWP, which we haven't seen on their side for quite a few rounds.
And they themselves didn't even want to go for the investment
earlier. There were a couple of moments where they killed a guy and then he just like ran over an AWP, didn't even switch it. So, and I think this is sort of what they kind of needed to bring back into their element. Jammy now has actually been doing some pretty good work in this half of our second overtime here. 4 versus 4 now, 35 seconds left. Stovey's going to step out, and if he can captain his opponent off guard, yes, he will with the flash.
Oh no!
Another whiffed spray. There it is. He recovers it, but 3 men just gunning over towards the B side. Flashbang comes on through now. Flashes out 2 of them, and this gives Kaparis enough space to walk out right there and just audaciously knock Misk out of it.
Oh, and Pac is still in that position to come out of the smoke and just, yo, what's up?
Hey, boys. Here I am. There it is.
I like how he chose his duels as well. Obviously, he had no idea, but the player to the right was the assault rifle, and the left one was the sniper rifle. And with bolt action in zoom, you can't really just flick your shot over, and that's why he survives that.
Because you can actually see it right there.
Yeah.
He tries to flick and pull the trigger, but not quickly enough. Now 21-20, last round of our second overtime here, guys. And look at the money here for SkitLite. Pretty much just super bare bones, guys. SMGs, 2 AKs, 1 CZ.
It's dinked. Your money's dinked. Zek, anyways. Or Zach, maybe, in Finnish. I'm not sure. Maybe that's the way they spell it. Feeney goes in for the frag on him anyways. Miska has gone down. Stovey just around that corner goes in for another free frag. And that might do enough for them to get No, that leaves the entire A site clean. Jammy tries to make something happen.
I thought that was a wall bang.
Oh no my god, double kill with that Molotov. And now Slowin has to go for that commitment. Knows that bomb is just on the right. Picks it up, but it's too open. Smokes off again, but
I think he might actually try to push the man in the library coming through. And he's even smoked off, so yeah, no, there it is. Kiparis will close things out, guys. And again, we're going into our third overtime of the first map here. GoSu, hold it together.
Second map.
Second map, yes. A third overtime in our second map. This is quite nutty, guys. Long first match between these two teams. Anyway. You know, coming back to that thing you said about Saving Private Ryan, do you watch a lot of films? Like, is that a thing that you're into? Or do you
I'm like, if I'm in the mood to see a movie, I can really be in the mood to see a movie, right?
Because for me, I'm really I watch a lot of films, like even in just downtime, like as I'm playing a game or something, you know, like on my other monitor.
No, I never. So I never follow stuff at the same. Like, if I watch a movie, if I watch anything, really, I want to be into it, right? Like, really into it.
Like
I can't do things at the same time.
I think you've got like the right approach. I should probably take you to the movie sometime.
We should go.
We should go.
I'll actually be in Stockholm for a while after the 30th. So if you wanna do something crazy, let's do something crazy. And we're working together then as well. Not only with this, but with another project. You and I are kind of.
That's true.
We're secret soulmates, I think. In a.
You know, I don't even think you're wrong about that, man. Like we've had a ton of fun together. Our time in Finland was pretty sick.
Yeah, that was insane.
Anyway, we'll talk about that in a little bit now because things are starting to heat up. Flashbang comes through.
Bit too early flash right there.
I don't think it was actually. I thought it was just planned. You know, he was expecting like a very quick push to come through. Now they're actually going to be jumping over, crossing over in towards Archway, but they hesitate and pull back for a moment. Stovey is right here. He's in their midst. Day 55. They still don't realize I'm not a terrorist as he steps on forward, but he will take only one with him before he goes down. The bomb will get planted.
I think just this round in itself goes to show that SkitLite has an idea on how they should approach GoSu. They take control of Archway, and we were talking about Archway being such a key area, right? And SkitLite now knows how to, even when GoSu had players there, force them out of that field and make them unsure of what's going on. Great way of approaching it, and SkitLite are This is their round.
Yeah.
There's no way GoSu come out as winners of this.
They just completely disassembled the defense. Pock! He even has the drop on Tunkus right there and loses.
And this is the time that GoSu should also realize that, okay, maybe we should put some more resources into playing that archway position or like close to archway and have that potential of refrags and what so not.
But don't you think the difficulty here is the fact that whenever they leave B sites a little bit open up, most of the time, like very consistently, SkitLite players have been able to open, you know, with a very quick early kill,
that
and
their
that forces them
down banana could be so key for them to win rounds. GoSu right now, they could need someone to go down banana and be a little bit more offensive, and you can see how much that paid off earlier when you had. That wasn't even.
That was Jammy.
GoSu. Yeah, that was.
No. Jammy.
Oh, it was Jammy. Yeah.
Jammy did it now, like twice, and it worked out quite well. So, but the difference is like it's really cool to see, like because the way that SkitLite play their CT, they generally go very aggressive in banana. You see that Tunkus likes really peeking that with the AWP. GoSu on the contrary, they just sit back in CT spawn itself. Lots of the time they've boosted someone up onto the flower pots. A lot more passive on their hold, and I think this is. I definitely think it favors the way that SkitLite are playing it because they're playing, you know, these very slow and methodical rounds, so they kind of want to get into the site itself anyway without getting challenged too early, where they have to burn out their utility beforehand. So I think it does favor them in terms of their playstyle. Now, oh, Jammy, a little bit awkward, getting spotted out. He's going to commit to the spray as he walks on out right there into his death. Will equalize the numbers game. 45 seconds left on the clock. The bomb still not 100% decided over where they want to take it. A lot of utility forced out here from GoSu actually, as this fake comes on through. And they've even got 3 men stacked over towards the A side. Shek will take down Feeny, so now, yeah, this is where they pulled the trigger on the attack, and he's made the call. He gets 1, he gets 2. Can he get himself the 3rd and knock it down? Not going to be able to do it just yet. He will end up falling. There's smoke in the way. It's going to be fading shortly, but Tofi has only got 17 seconds left, and he needs to find these kills. Make that one. Kipyrus goes down. 1 versus 2. The bomb needs to get planted.
He prioritizes the 1v1 duels as well, rather than going.
So smart, dude.
He's going to go down now, though, to the player on banana. There you have it. Sek on Tofi, taking him out.
Okay, that was way closer than it needed to be. That had me a little bit worried there for just one moment.
So 22 to 22, GoSu. I'd say both teams right now with a very, very competitive mindset about this. With a very not giving out Sisu, giving up the Sisu spirit.
Man, they're all holding on, like they're neck and neck with one another. That's even reflected there, though. You can see that the true powerhouses in terms of firepower. Feeny and Stove.
Funny enough, Slowen not on that top frag. We were talking a lot about impact fragging.
Yeah, and again, like all of these players, it's
Feeny has impact fragged a lot in this map, at least for SkitLite.
Yeah, but and if you, it's just interesting, you know, if you compare them to how they were playing Mirage. Like none of them were really looking very impressive. No. Slowen was probably that, you know, top of the board there. Yeah, definitely. So now coming alive. The entire team. It's definitely a good sign here if they want to stay alive in this tournament. Now, Pock has been boosted up once more. He's actually not going to find any connecting shots. Oh! Walks into Slowen as he comes through the smokes. Jammy as well from all over onto the ace side. Will be able to find one. Barris is going to soak a grenade with his face. As Miska and Tofi will respond.
Great flashbang and great sin coming in as they do go for that execute through the smoke. Clippers goes down, or Kipper, pardon me. Now Stavi instead to take that just exact same position. Tunkus will be going down as he tries to be offensive. And now a 2-on-3 where GoSu on the retake really have to pressure SkitLite out of this one. They do spot that first man and take him out. Miska leaving it all to Tofi, who's playing that up. Won't go for the no-scope. Lucky enough, there's no phasing in here. And there you have Stavi.
Yeah, first half victory for GoSu again of this overtime. This is the 3rd one, guys. Really starting to go the distance.
But remind you, if GoSu now do win this overtime as well, making it to 25 rounds, they will also, because it's 25 rounds, right? Yeah.
26.
26 even, you think? No, it's 25.
No, wait, it is one.
I'm pretty sure it's 25.
Yes, yep, correct. You are correct.
Because it changes between even numbers every...
Yeah. So, I mean, we could definitely see the 24-24 here if SkitLite can get their 2 rounds on.
Oh God, don't
On
talk
this
about
side.
it. That's when it's 4 overtimes. Third time's the charm, they say, right? It's because but you make that a fourth.
Anything,
and it's like,
anything
yeah,
after that is just like, okay, guys.
Yeah.
It's getting a little bit.
No, we're definitely running late tonight if this makes it to a third match.
I do like it though.
Yeah, it's cool.
That we do have some overtimes here. It really shows that these players are tied, you know, very evenly. Now, Stowy's just going to walk straight in there, and they're just going to be spraying through the sandbags, doing a ton of damage. Grenade touches down.
The bad thing about this, and I say it a lot, and I see it a lot as well,
Okay.
is that when you have those 2 solid players on the bottom side of Banana to push down, let those 2 be the fakers and then have that 1/3 player on the B side just stay there rather than throwing out these nades. Because now what you do as Tofi is you alert your enemies of, oh, well, there's another dude here. I'm throwing over AGs like crazy.
That's true.
All of a sudden, that priority isn't there anymore for GoSu. You can see how, yeah, they're patiently waiting for another mistake to be done, or maybe they just decide to back off. We'll see.
Yeah, they had a little bit of an opportunity to actually go and execute onto the B side there. Trade 2 for 1. Even in that kind of scenario, they would have been able to take control of the site, make that a 2 versus 2. And now, as Sloan has come back, he's brought the AWP with him here. And if one of them just steps into his crosshairs, that's going to be a travesty. Flashbangs might be something to take into consideration. Gets the connecting shot. Set goes down. That's what they were looking for. 30 seconds remaining. Smoke comes down. Molly as well to force him out of New Box, but he's still holding his position behind the fountain. The grenade touches down and takes down 1. Topi is going to commit to the spray, but at least he gets 1 kill now. 1 versus 2. 16 seconds left. He takes another connection from the bomb. Little bit of a couple of fragments hitting him in the back, and that's it. Sloan locks it down 23 to 23. GoSu still have enough room here to actually take the map with 2 more round victories, but SkitLite are not going to give up without a fight, man.
And SkitLite could as well go on winning this one because they won 1 round in the earlier overtime. So if they do win all 3 of these rounds in the second half, then they'll go out as winners of this map, not of the series, because obviously we do have a 3rd map to decide. Now the AK is on GoSu. They don't go for any snipers themselves.
On the T side, I think it, at least on a map like Inferno, I can kind of get behind that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind it too much.
There's no reason to go. There are reasons,
but there are certain maps.
Now,
like, let's say this. Like, for instance, on Mirage, if we compare it, I think on the T side you need an AWP.
Yeah.
I don't think you can play that map like in a big gun run like this without one.
You can't be AWPless.
I mean, obviously you can if you're like really, really good. If you have 5 screams on your team, but
yeah,
99% of the time that's not going to be the case. And so I think it's a crucial weapon to have. Here I can sort of... I'm okay with them slipping away with that.
Ops, Cobblestone is up next.
Yeah, that's like the AWP map, if any. But I just find it interesting that they decide to skip them because we're doing so well with them on the CT side. And even with some of these hard peeking, the way they're like hard peeking, it's like perfect for having an AWP. Nonetheless, they are going to be pulling the trigger on this execute towards the B side. Molotov comes down. Or someone out there from New Box. They're getting mollied themselves, but there's a booster Tofi with a 2-man spray down, and that's it. 24, but to 23 now. 1 more round left. SkitLite just need 1 more round here, and they will take this map number 2, and we will go over onto Cobblestone. Or we will see GoSu swing back now with a very limited buy. Look at that. Very little utility. I think this is a round, man. Just throw the flashbangs over towards B, and then just go hard. Okay? Like, I think this is where they do that kind of strategy. Otherwise, they're out.
Or the same thing over towards apartment /A. They go down middle. They're very offensive as CTs. Holy sh...
Oh, yeah, they actually are. And Pocky's going to punish them for that. Miska loses his head. Catches at the foot of 1 man there, so Sloan will have to back off. He's showing a lot of respect here to his opponents. Doesn't want to stay in that general area.
It's going to be Feeney. Only spotting out enemies. And he can't be sure whether or not he's behind that wall or if he's all the way back in T apartments shooting, obviously. Because he was too far back to get that information anyways. Tunkus on Park. It's a very slow round so far. They do advance through and into middle as they do slow, and we'll be holding that off with the off decides to back off, and that's going to be the hard-on execute. It's not going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be looking at a third map, it looks like, so far, unless a miracle can happen by this last man remaining.
Well, he gets one at least. He's coming around.
I think this is over, I'm going to be honest with you. Stavi.
Yeah. There it is, guys. Finally, after 4 long, arduous overtimes, SkitLite claim victory here. What is that, a 25 to 23?
25 to 23. You don't hear that often in CS, do you?
No.